Hey geeks, so I got a confession to make. I'm a pretty below average person. So you might be wondering, why would I say something like that about myself? Well, the honest thing is, it's true. I am not what you would consider a above average person, or even average for most things. And the reason why I tell you this is because, well, if you're looking at a lot of people on the internet, you might be thinking that there's something special about them, that they are above average or even in the stratosphere of the best people in the world. And the reality is that's not everybody. And I think most people are either average or below average. And the reason why I could say that about myself is, well, that's actually what happened in my life. Ever since I was young in school, almost always going to be the C student or the C plus student. I wasn't accepted to any university. As a matter of fact, I went to a community college where I did okay, where I was able to get enough credits to transfer to a university. And even university, I wasn't a 4.0 student. I ended up with like a 2.8 or something. So that's definitely below average. But obviously it could get worse than that. But that was pretty bad for me. You know, they said C's get degrees, and I was one of those people. And then when it comes to work, normally wasn't always the first choice. I was maybe mid-tier or below mid-tier. The very first job that I was able to get, I was making $4.35 working at McDonald's. So that is definitely not on the upper tier or even average of making money. And then in terms of my careers and stuff, you know, while most of the people that I knew, peers and friends, most of them were getting good jobs, you know, getting paid a lot. That's when things kind of started to change. At least for me, that was the most money that I'd ever made up to that point. But compared to other people, I was still below average. You know, most people are making 10 to maybe 20,000 plus bonuses more than what I was making. And so even then, I was kind of at that below average point. And then other things that I've tried, you know, I've tried many different things, many different businesses. And honestly, I've never been above average or even mildly successful in those. To be honest with you, most of them were below average and some were absolutely horrible. And then over time, you know, as I was looking back, I see now that my below average life has actually led me to work a lot harder, you know, meaning that I kind of knew that I was not the person who's always going to be the smartest, the strongest, the quickest, the healthiest, whatever the case might be. I would almost always start at below average. But then over time, with a lot of consistency, perseverance, a lot of work, and it's not just working hard, I had to learn how to work smarter as well. And through all of those things and through all of those experiences, I was able to elevate up to the average and sometimes above average and even excellent levels for certain things. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. As a creator doing this is more of an entrepreneurial venture, in my opinion, and it's very difficult. It's probably one of the most difficult things that I've ever done. And still to this point, I'm still below average. I've been doing YouTube and other platforms like Rumble and other internet platforms for a little over 10 years now, over 2,000 plus videos. And so my results are still below average, but some things I am at average or above average. For example, my output of content. I produce more than 2,000 videos, and overall quality of my videos, I would say, has gotten better. And I would say the quality of my content, what I'm providing to people, has gotten better as well. So in short, what I'm telling you is, if you are somebody like myself who's been below average their whole life, don't let that stop you. And even though you are below average, you're not always going to be below average at everything. As long as you put in the work, you know, learn from it and get smarter as you go. And that's kind of like the best tip that I could give to you and myself. And that's really kept me going. And honestly, I kind of like being the below average person, because that always means that I always have to put in that extra effort, and I can never be too comfortable or lazy with where I'm at. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my videos on my journey as a creator, I will leave it in the description area below. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on another episode. Hey geeks, if you are a brand new creator and you simply want something easy to get you started, well, I got something for you with my Creator Starter Kit. This is a super simple step-by-step guide that's going to take you from having no channel to developing your very first YouTube channel, along with ideas, thumbnail designs, and other creator tips, including marketing. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and get started creating.